Hello and welcome to the Django GraphQL Query Fundamentals course. My name is Xander. This tutorial is part of a whole course playlist available for free on YouTube. For deeper learning, the extended course is available for purchase at Udemy. Now you'll find all the resources and links in the video description. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly promotions, discounts, and Udemy course giveaways. Right, so now that we have much of our API up and running, let's look at how we can add simple descriptions to our GraphQL schemas using Strawberry. These descriptions help make our API easier to understand when exploring it through tools like GraphQL. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to include helpful descriptions in your schema to improve clarity when working with queries, types, and fields. There will be multiple ways of documenting GraphQL APIs, but as your GraphQL API grows, it's important to make it easy to explore and understand, not necessarily just for yourself, but for anyone else using your API. Of course, one of the ways to do that, or one of the more simpler ways to do that, is by adding descriptions to queries, types, and fields. So here in the queries, what we can do is add a description. So within the Strawberry field, we can then just go ahead and specify a simple description. So this returns a list of all categories. GraphQL will be able to find this, and then whenever someone hovers over or auto-completes categories, they will be able to see this description. So we can also add descriptions in our type. So here after the fields, let's go ahead and add a description. Here we're just describing the type. This is a product category in the inventory system. To find that in GraphQL, then if you refresh and then just access one of the queries, hover over categories, and the description will appear. Now, if we were to go into our documentation explorer and then head over to the schema type here, our category type, and then you can now see there is a description right here, a product category in the inventory system. So you can also add descriptions to arguments in your GraphQL queries or mutations, which we'll take a look at later on in the course. This is especially helpful when your queries accept inputs and you want to clarify what those inputs mean. Right, so we've seen how to add simple descriptions to types and fields, and later on in the course, arguments using Strawberry, and how those descriptions then show up automatically in tools like GraphQL. Now, these are just small touches that can make a big difference. They help us keep our API clear, understandable, and easier to use, especially as it grows.